Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 110 of Impact Makers. Well, Dustin, we're going to put that technology topic, struggling with technology. You got a lot of good feedback. People want to know if the shoe's going to drop, but it's too soon to
We
tell.
got a lot of messages about please spill the beans, please spill the beans. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we said
So,
we'd give them a little time. We did,
yes,
to correct some wrongs.
yes. So instead, we're gonna go back to to kind of talking about advisory, but in different things on that front. But here we are. We just passed February 15th. So whether you like it or not, it's not the beginning of busy season anymore. You know, CPA firms, you're in the throes of it, right? Either you've thrown up your hands already and given up, or you're just buckling in, right?
Yeah.
So question here, because we're so busy, does that mean we shift focus and we're just 100% focused on our compliance work? Like where does advisory fit? Do we put advisory to the side? Do we say I don't want to do compliance anymore, so I'm going to do all advice? Like where should the focus be in the throes of busy season when it comes to the topic of advisory, Dustin?
Yeah, this is gonna be no surprise to everybody, but you don't throw advisory to the side this time of year. This might be your biggest opportunity to identify advisory opportunities over the next couple of months. And so we thought this topic was timely because as you get busier in your compliance work, the first thing that typically slips is thinking in an advisory or consultative manner with your clients. And so this message is to remind you, don't let that happen. Your value is in the advisory and consultative work you do with your clients, your true value, not just the compliance work that you do. So use this time to identify potential future advisory and consultative opportunities that you have for your clients, even if it's letting them know, hey, this is something I want to discuss. It's probably looking like late April, May,
Yep.
before we can truly get to it. What are your thoughts? Can we go ahead and set up a meeting now for May
Yep.
that we can get together and talk about these opportunities that I saw?
Yep.
So at a minimum, that should be going on. So yes, we should not be losing sight of advisory just because we get busy with compliance. That's your message for today, and hopefully your motivation. I want to also call out, we're not just speaking to you or if you're at the relationship manager or partner level. Even at the staff level, you can be focused on advisory this time of year as well. Your advisory may start more internal first before it goes external. So that internal customer of yours, that reviewer of that tax return, that reviewer of that financial statement, practice providing some advisory to them. What did you notice as you were preparing the return this year? We talked a lot about answer the reviewer's question before they have a chance to ask you it. That's a great starting point to get comfortable with analysis, advisory, asking questions, identifying trends, opportunities, that type of thing. So that doing advisory this time of year applies to everybody, every level.
Yep. And just to expand upon that, there's really two things that all levels should be focused on. So those ending deliverables, whether it's that tax return, those financial statements, that bookkeeping report, whatever it is, contextualize the results for the client. It's not just handing over the numbers, the completed return, so on and so forth.
Yep.
And that contextualization can happen if you're a staff. Contextualize your prep to the reviewer.
Yep.
Contextualize your review to the signer. You use that information to contextualize for the client. The other thing that you're uncovering and that you can put on the client's radar is, where are their frustrations that you found while doing the work? Where was it messy? Where did you get a lot of review comments? That's probably most likely an opportunity for you to identify, to follow up and talk to the client about ways that you could help them. Where, regardless of where those review comments or that messiness was, it's most likely an opportunity that you can follow up with that client in an advisory capacity.